Hello and welcome to the Adam Friedland Show Premium Podcast. It's Labor Day. I'm here with Nick. We thank all the laborers out there, including our essential workers, the nurses, the emotional laborers, most importantly, the people doing the work that isn't getting them paid, the open mic comedians. Thank you for your service. If you have ever worked, thank you. Nick, how are you today?
I'm good. I'm practicing. I'm going to try and do this entire podcast with my eyes closed. I've been waking up. For years, my eyes didn't close when I slept.
My dog's eyes.
Everybody would always point that out. They'd be like, oh, your eyes don't close when you sleep. I guess I've had it my whole life, but it's never really caused problems. But now I wake up and it's like excruciating pain.
Your eyes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they just dry out and I can't...
Do you get crusty?
I can't close them or open them.
Mm-hmm.
No, it doesn't get crusty, but I was getting those styes and stuff. I think it was from letting the cat sleep on my face for a couple years. And now I'm like...
A couple years?
Yeah, and now I'm prone to, like eye infections and stuff. So there's two reasons. One, I figure if I practice keeping my eyelids closed, during the show, maybe they're weak. Maybe I can do exercise. So I'm gonna try to
rest your eyes.
I'm gonna try. Well, not resting. I have to exert force to do this. I'm already getting dizzy, but I'll try to keep my eyelids closed. And then if it's a matter of weakness, then the plan is keep them closed as long as I can during the show, and really get the mind-muscle connection going. And then I'm gonna just go drink 100 grams of mass gainer after this.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm gonna take it too far and see what it would take to have eyelid hypertrophy. Because now, as you know, I'm a fitness influencer.
Yeah.
And the space is...
So you're saying you're drinking mass gainer after you exercise your eyelids, so you can build up.
Right.
Because the lactic acid, that's you're getting shredded. Your eyelids are getting shredded.
Well,
from this exercise.
My thinking is this: as a fitness influencer, the space is oversaturated. And over the last 10 years, you've seen, it used to be 15 years ago on YouTube, you were just trying to be the biggest guy possible, strongest
the biggest
guy possible.
muscles, yeah.
And now it's this weird stuff where people have these bitey things and they try to get the biggest jaw, or there's calisthenics guys that, the most famous is Mr. Calisthenics himself, Frank Caliendo, who does impressions. And I'm going to be the eyelid guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to see if I can get really strong eyelids.
What muscles are actually being worked when your eyes are closed? I mean, I can't.
Balls.
The balls?
The eyeballs pull the eyelids down. They're like
they have little claws.
Yeah, that's actually the action that's happening in your eyelids when you go to sleep. It's like shutting the blinds in your eyeballs.
Uh-huh.
If you look at an eyeball, a drawing of one, you can see there's a little hump.
Yeah.
That grabs on and pulls the eyelids down.
Yeah. Have you considered getting Botox maybe in your forehead?
I feel like that would make the problem worse.
No, I feel like it would.
Botox numbs the nerves.
No, but I feel like you can't go up. I feel like it would keep you down.
What would?
The Botox in your forehead.
Where are you?
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Marco!
I'm glad I wore my sunglasses.
Marco!
Today. I've been wearing sunglasses too. I feel like that's part of the problem.
It's pretty cool.
But yeah, it's fucking up my sleep now. I wake up in the middle of my eyes are burning.
Have you considered sleeping with an eye mask?
I thought about that. I looked at eye masks, and then I ended up buying on Amazon. I ended up just buying a bow tie for my cat.
Yeah, they have pretty much every product on that website.
Right. Yeah, that's how it always goes.
So you go to buy something, you leave with 10 other things.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's like Costco.
And then I ended up not even getting it. I forgot why I was on there.
Yeah.
But the cat's bow tie should be delivered probably today or tomorrow.
It's going to look cool.
Yeah, well, I won't see it.
Yeah.
I mean,
you won't see it. So how long are you planning on keeping your eyes closed?
For the rest of the episode.
Just 1 hour.
Yeah. I'm gonna practice. If I can do it, look, eventually the problem is I can't keep my eyes closed while I sleep, right? And it could just
Right.
be, I've looked online, right? And they say there's no cure. Anytime you have any kind of disease and you go online and they say there's no cure, that means the doctors have ceded their expertise. They don't know, right?
Right.
So, fuck it, try something.
It's an unsolved medical mystery.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
You don't know. You could be the guy that figures it out. And it's crazy because that used to be the mentality of the world until about 80 years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like we will never know.
Well, right. Well, there's all these things.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, like if, let's say we didn't have airplanes, right?
Oh my God.
And there were two retarded brothers in North Carolina who were obsessed with bicycles.
Yeah.
And they were like, we're going to make airplanes. And
We're gonna make a really wide bicycle.
people were like, look at these fucking redneck morons.
Look at these idiots.
Don't even attempt that. That should be left to Dr. Fauci.
Uh-huh.
Only Dr. Fauci can invent airplanes.
Uh-huh.
Or something along those lines.
That's something that I think that it's, the tone of that is probably what Orville and what is it, Keister?
Redenbacher.
Orville
and Redenbacher, right.
and Redenbacher, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, so I figure I'll do an hour this time around. I can already feel this one starting to peak open a bit. If it's just a matter of weakness, maybe I have pussy eyes.
You got pussy ass eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can just strengthen them up, work my way up to keeping my eyes closed for 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
And then, honestly, it doesn't even fucking matter.
Uh-huh.
Because if I can keep my eyes closed for 8 hours a day, one of two things will happen. One, I'm getting the requisite hours of eyes closed per day. My eyes are resting as much as they would need to while I was asleep. Or, alternatively, I cause permanent damage to my eyesight and I go blind. Well, guess who already knows how to be blind because they've been keeping their fucking eyes closed for 8 hours a day. Right.
You got to get into the jazz.
It's
then.
win-win.
Yeah. What do you want? Your
I
coffee?
got it.
Here.
I don't need fucking help. Put it back.
Okay.
Put the coffee exactly where it was.
It was there.
I'm
You
not-
got it. That's right.
I'm self-sufficient.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, where's the copy?
I got it here.
All right.
You want to read that?
Now, this is going to be the hard part.
Yeah, I don't know how you're going to read this. So, guys,
No,
so
let
folks,
me read it.
we're in a little bit of hot water right now.
We're not in hot water.
We're not in hot
We
water.
should do it in the middle of the episode. But basically, here's the
But
problem.
do you have an alarm?
This will be a first. This is a premium podcast episode, and we've never done advertisements on them before.
So this
and-
is going to be our first ad on a
But let's make
premium
it clear,
episode.
this is not, we're trying to squeeze a little extra juice out of the juice box.
out of the fruits.
Yeah, we're not trying to, it's not, there's not going to be ads on the premium anymore. We fucked up the My Bookie read last.
Yeah.
I didn't think there was copy, but there was. They had emailed it to me several times.
Yes.
And usually in that instance, when they're upset, we've done business with them for years. We would just give them a free read on the next week, but they're filled out for the rest of the.
And we thank them for that.
And we thank them, yeah. So there's
We
no
thank them for that.
opportunity to just plug an extra one into another week.
So this is because
So-
of it was our bad.
yeah.
And we.
There was an idea pitched of shooting a sketch, but considering we can barely make that happen for the regular show.
Yes.
And yeah, this
Well-
is going to be tough, but
Reading this,
yeah.
I can help you with just for the hour while you're. You can't read through your eyes.
No, if you put it in front of the light, it'll.
I
go-
guess you do
like
get
when
light.
when you look through your neighbor's mail,
Yeah.
and you're like, "Happy birthday."
Yeah, but you have your eyes open for that.
Yeah, but it's the same principle.
You're holding it upside down. Turn it around.
I also spent years pretending I knew how to read. I discovered that when I was a kid.
Yeah. What were you doing?
Instead of,
You're
you just
mouthing
open a book
made-up
and you'd be
words?
like, "Oh, this one's a great one." You judge the book by its cover.
Yeah. What was your favorite cover?
Favorite cover of a book.
Have you actually fallen asleep now? Or?
Probably no. What is it? Yeah, this one is. I can't keep this. This one's like already starting to open, no matter what I do.
You're just too awake.
It's probably screens. Honestly, it's probably fucking. I'm almost 35 years old, and I've been staring at fucking screens for.
You grew up on the internet.
Yeah, I mean, it's just too much, and also, I mean, I got the phone, and I use the phone like I just read Yahoo News for 9 hours, and that can't be good.
And then you get into arguments in the comments.
No, I've never actually. I don't think I've ever in my life once ever commented on a news story. Ever. I can't imagine having an account at Newsweek. Oh, I gotta get in there and
Just in a 25 reply thread.
yeah.
I know you are, but what am I?
Yeah. To pull your head out of your ass, buddy. No, I just like to watch other people.
You are the problem.
But favorite cover is fucking Ender's Game when I was a kid.
The old man?
What?
Didn't it have like an old man on the front?
What the fuck are you talking
Oh,
about?
that's The Giver.
Yeah, that's The Giver.
That
It's
an
not
old
Ender's-
ass man.
It's not Ender's Game, which has nothing to do with The Giver. It doesn't sound like The Giver.
What is that? Guys throwing the ball?
Huh?
Nah, nothing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Now, we got to avoid talk like that because we're trying to, in an effort to, for whatever reason, YouTube just hates us. We did a fully censored podcast. And this one should be completely above board. It features free medical advice.
No, they don't like that.
Oh, they
Yeah,
don't.
they don't like that. No.
Yeah.
From someone unlicensed. But if you have like
That's what I mean by licensing. Look, like fucking, Ben Franklin invented fucking electricity. And
he didn't have a license for that.
but also too, he was like, oh, I'm an inventor. And they're like, what have you invented? He's like, this is it's like a stove.
Glass harmonica.
Yeah, a piano made out of wine glasses.
That's pretty cool.
Bifocals.
Yeah, that's useful actually.
Yeah, he wasn't an expert in anything. He was just like, fuck it, dude.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
We can't have slaves anymore. It's time to invent stuff.
Yeah.
So we don't even need slaves.
We used to have slaves
We'll
for
show
that.
you. Take the slaves away. Now,
There's a slave for
I
that.
might be messing up my timeline here, but my thinking was that Ben Franklin, one of the Civil War generals, who said, "No slaves anymore." Well, guess who's got a fucking piano made out of wine glasses?
Yeah. I think he did say that at what do you call it? At Gettysburg. Antietam.
Yeah.
At
I always
Pat-
love the name of that. Antietam.
Antietam's a nice name.
Appomattox.
Appomattox, I was just thinking.
Yeah, the Civil War has some great names.
Yeah.
Pierre Gustave Beauregard Toutant.
That's the best name of all time.
Yeah, isn't that his name?
Yeah.
Or is it Pierre?
Toussaint.
No, Toussaint is the Haitian Revolution.
Oh, that's Toussaint Louverture.
Yeah, is it PGT Beauregard? Pierre Gustave Toutant Beauregard?
Toussaint Beauregard.
Yeah, just some French drunk.
So he's like a Louisiana boy, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of the big ones. Ambrose Burnside. Stonewall Jackson.
That's the best one.
I bet Stonewall Jackson had this condition. He would always keep his arm raised. Stonewall Jackson. Because he thought it was like, it helped keep it was for circulation. He was like, I keep all the blood out of my arm when I'm not using it. That way the rest of my body can use the blood.
That's your kind of logic, a little bit.
There is a theory.
You have a Stonewall Jackson vibe.
There's a theory that Stonewall Jackson was severely autistic.
Yeah. And then the gay guys named their bar after him, too. Yeah.
I think I'm doing pretty good. What am I at here? Like 15 minutes?
Let me see.
Yeah, see? Told you.
You got an internal clock.
Yeah, you keep your eyes closed. I can already feel my other senses being heightened.
Yeah, how are your ears these days?
I'm hearing pretty well. I find myself more attracted to men.
What's my breath like?
Huh?
What's my breath like?
Terrible as always.
Yeah.
But that I don't need my eyes closed for.
No, I
You
mean,
come in the room, you're fucking
I'm about 25 feet away.
singing Bob Dylan off key, and I can smell the halitosis as soon as you get off the elevator.
It's not
I'm
true.
like, oh, Adam must be here.
No, it's not.
Wow, who's this?
That's not.
Wow, who's that? You
All
just
right.
think you're Bob Dylan.
I don't.
Your fucking stank ass breath.
You can cover songs if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, and actually, I
You
was
should
singing.
cover your mouth when you speak. In the land of the blind. The big nose man is king.
That's me then.
Yeah.
I'm the king of the show.
Yeah. Man, it would really suck to be blind. But to be honest with you, after just 10 minutes of this, and I know I haven't had to do more than pick up a coffee, I think I could handle it.
I would love to be deaf.
Yeah.
No women bitching
It
at
really
you.
seems like it's like, you think about being blind, you're like, God, that'd be a fucking nightmare. But there's like so many blind people, and some of them are some of the most successful people of all time.
Like who?
Jeff Bezos.
He's not blind.
Oh, I'm thinking of Ray Charles.
Ray Charles.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're all like black guys that can play piano. If you're a black guy that can play piano, you got
You
blind
who should be
on
blind, Neil deGrasse Tyson. If we
You
ever
should.
get him in
if
here
he was
again,
blind, I would respect him a lot more.
I think I'm going to blind him if I
you,
ever see him.
you think you're?
I
what,
think I-
like blow dust in his eyes.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that would be upsetting for him, but I think it could. I think that might be the next phase.
Uh-huh. And then he'd be in his mind thinking about the cosmos more.
Yeah, he's
He
just
could-
in the is just feeling the telescope.
Yeah, just
And he's, they could invent a touch telescope for him. It's like, God damn, I love space.
you have to learn a whole new type of reading with your fingers.
I love you, space.
Yeah, that's cool.
They always do stuff like that.
This.
God damn, I love fucking space.
Why do they do that?
What?
The blind singing guys.
Well, it's just
Ray
Steve-
and
it's-
Stevie.
Well, Ray's kind of stiff. He's kind of moved, but then Stevie Wonder has more of like a.
Stevie had a groove.
Yeah, Stevie had a kind of thing. Maybe
Yeah.
they don't know they're doing it, I guess.
Yeah, they don't know that everyone's laughing at them.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, look at this fucking idiot.
Yeah. Stevie would also do it with his penis in his pants.
He had like an elephant's penis. What was it
Yeah,
called?
I guess you could say that. That sounds a bit racist. to
No,
me.
no, no. It's you can move in all four directions.
Prehensile, is the
Prehensile
word you're looking
penis.
for.
Yeah, yeah. I wanted to say prenatal penis, but I don't think that's true.
That would be your diagnosis.
There's a prenatal penis.
Yeah, apparently you have an embryotic penis.
They say that my penis is like it hasn't attained gestation.
Yeah, it's translucent.
Yeah, yeah.
It's bioluminescent for some reason.
Yeah, it's like one of those.
It's still fused to your abdomen.
It's one of those. It's like one of those sea creatures that only exist beneath like 5,000 feet.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah. Like an alien.
yeah, it's like an infected. It's kind of like
It's so small.
it's like a psychedelic mushroom screensaver.
It's like krill.
yeah,
yeah.
the size of a cashew.
It's
and
like-
still adhered to your body.
Yeah. But you know what? That's just a matter of perspective, Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're molecule, my penis is huge.
Yeah,
You know. So yeah, it seems like you're doing well with this whole blind thing. I guess.
yeah.
I guess
get it.
this is like kind of a tough episode to listen to. It's really more Nick, you should.
Well, this honestly,
know
I
you're
think
not
this
gonna-
this might be make it better to podcast because if I have no visual.
Because you feel like
information.
you're back in like the before the cameras. came out.
Well, no. Now I feel like a listener. I can see it from their perspective.
Yeah.
I can think about.
You can empathize.
Yeah, being blind builds empathy. That's
Yeah.
another one of the senses that it builds. Why are you doing that? You know that messes up my calibration. It's funny. Because of where the snaps are coming from, I can hear how bad your posture is.
No, that's not true.
Yeah.
I'm sitting up straight.
No, it's very like
I'm sitting up straight.
No.
No, I was.
I can hear.
If you're in the comments and just show Nick that I was sitting up straight when I did that.
But I'm gonna see if this works for real. I know I said it as a joke, but I'm gonna start like
Whoop.
practice keeping my eyes closed
Whoop.
to see if it does resolve.
This
the
would
issue.
be a difficult place to be blind in this room because there's a lot of sound deadening stuff, right? So you couldn't like echolocate because we have curtains
Once
all
again,
around.
the echolocation thing is fake. That was one little kid. Blind people do not have echolocation.
Yeah, they can.
I'm
Why
going
do
to
you
start
think-
getting it. Reach out if there's
Why?
any
If
blind
they're
people.
blind people, they speak in clicks.
If there's any blind people that listen to this show,
Yeah.
let me know.
Um,
You're gonna have to say something. You're gonna have to send me a singing telegram because my eyes will be closed and I won't be able to respond to emails for a while. Okay, we get it.
Did you see the
Echolocation.
room from that?
We get it. Echolocation.
Yeah, but did you see like where the cameras are?
I know where the cameras are. I built the studio.
You didn't build it with your two hands. Did you see the table, the chair? Do you see how I'm sitting just from that noise?
I know how you're sitting. From prior understanding. Yeah, I think it's this one. It's this one has a problem. It's like hard. It's hard to keep my eyelid closed.
This one.
That's very weird. Yeah, what would you call that? The right eye?
I guess I would. Yeah.
Did you hear that?
What if you get a patch?
Did you hear it?
I heard it.
Yeah. That's my digestive system. I can already feel my metabolism.
Can you hear your heart in your ears?
I can, no matter what, I hear that.
You hear it always?
Pretty much all the time.
24 hours?
I can not only hear my heartbeat, I can feel it in my neck and my back. Because my blood pressure is pretty fucked up still.
How fast is it?
My resting heart rate's not good either.
It's like 100?
No, it's not that bad. I'd go to the doctor. I'd get on like, what are they called? Statins, or beta blockers if I
If
had.
you're really healthy, you have like 2 beats per minute. Is that right?
I don't know if that's really healthy, but yeah, like endurance
Like
athletes.
a Buddhist monk, he's like,
I don't know.
Some guy
I say
that's
it's
good
bad.
at-
If I quit vaping, my resting heart rate goes down to like 56, which is pretty good.
that's pretty good.
But while vaping, it's never below 70.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you track that? Oh, your Apple Watch?
Yeah, I got an Apple Watch.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Man, yeah, they really should figure out a way. I feel like I really can relate to the blind community.
Yeah.
Now,
Are you going to get a stick?
I should do this more often. I should have a show on the Travel Channel.
Blind like me.
No, where I pick a different disability every week, and then I engage in that disability for about 20 minutes. And then I say, wow, this sucks, but I feel like I could handle it. And then, yeah, move on. Basically, don't talk to anyone who actually suffers.
Well, what if we turn off all the lights in here completely?
That would be cool, dude.
And then we can like see what the experience is like to be like how they live.
Well, I've got a 20-minute head start on you on being blind.
Yeah.
So I feel like
I just want to understand.
I don't
what
want to
it's
be
like
burdened by, it's kind of like a zombie apocalypse thing. I'm the mall security guard that's been trained in weapons and tactics. And
But I could catch up pretty
you're
easy.
the dumb bitch.
No, I could catch
You're
up
the
pretty
dumb
easy.
woman.
Adam, you want to kill the lights?
And you're just basically, you're going to get us killed by zombies.
Okay.
See, I know the lights went out. You know how I know?
Can we kill the LEDs?
I can feel the heat.
You could feel the heat.
Yeah.
So you see things like a thermo.
Yeah, like a pit viper, basically. Can we turn the lights back on, please?
Why?
Because people have to watch the podcast.
Well, no, because you're like a lizard. You need the heat from the lamp.
No. What are we at? Are we at 30 yet? 27? 24. Damn, fuck. Shit!
Sorry, dude. Do you want some water?
I forgot that the last count was... What's 24? What's 27 minus 24?
3.
Never mind.
Why?
Well, if it was 5, then I was going to say, I was thinking we were 20 last time we checked, and I counted an additional. Yeah, this one doesn't... Just stay close, you motherfucker.
The right eye doesn't stay closed.
Yeah, the right eye doesn't stay closed. But I think this is good exercise. And you know what? I'm done. 25 minutes, I'm done. My eyes are back open.
They are?
Yeah.
How does it feel?
It feels the same. It feels like I didn't really do anything.
No, but you don't feel like the world is so beautiful, like you missed it, and then you open your eyes again, and you you have like a new perspective on life, and you have a new perspective on.
You're much further away than I thought.
Really?
I was imagining you kind of in this space.
Because before you opened your eyes, I was right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was tricking you. Okay, you want to talk about our friends?
Why are you so desperate to?
Because you just picked up that page.
Because my eyes have been closed and I haven't been able to look at what's in front of me.
Oh, okay.
What's going on with you? So you spent the weekend in the Hamptons.
No. Outside of there. Yeah. With my
Where?
girlfriend's family.
What town is it then?
Amagansett.
Amagansett?
Yeah.
And that's not the Hamptons.
Well, it doesn't have the name Hampton in the name.
Oh, okay. And what'd you do this weekend?
I went to the beach, and my girlfriend's mom had a little thing last night.
And is that a good thing, bad thing?
A good thing.
What was it?
You know, just some food and some drinks.
What kind of food do you have? Why don't you talk about your
Pasta salad, shrimps. I had some, some baba ganoushs and hummus kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
Little finger foody kind of things.
Yeah.
Little cookies. Couple cookies.
Yeah?
Yeah. Had some of those Tates, which is that's where they make them. They make them.
Oh, yeah. It's crazy. You wouldn't think that like somebody could improve upon chocolate chip cookies to that degree, but they came out and it's like, what the hell is going on here? Is it just a lot of butter?
I think it's the crisp factor is really nice.
Yeah, but also
There's something about it that is so nice, but then when it gets wet in your mouth, it's like really, it goes from crisp to smushy really in a very satisfying way.
They're very good. Well,
They're very good.
Tell you what, folks, football is back, and so is winning season at MyBookie. NFL, college football, and a brand new cash-out system give you options to bet and win
folks.
all season long. First two legs of your parlay hit, cash out early, and use the funds on another bet or let it ride for a chance at a bigger payday. Why don't you read this? Because I don't really know what any of that stuff means. But again, our good friends at mybookie.com, we'd like to offer our sincere apologies for cramming a read in at the last minute
here's
on
the
last
deal, guys.
episode, and not we've done business with these folks for a while.
Okay,
And
so if you
trusted, reputable.
do you know what a parlay is?
No.
Okay.
Is it French?
Yeah, it comes from French. It's a French style of betting.
Yeah.
It's like parlay, like it's kind of like parlez-vous. It comes from that.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
Something
ce soir?
similar. So you have like a
What does
bet.
that mean? Will you fuck me in the bathroom?
Do you want to have sex with me tonight?
Oh, okay.
I believe that's actually what it means.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, I know.
Yeah. Okay. So parlay is like instead of doing one bet, you bunch a bunch of bets together.
It's
So
crazy because we were exposed to that song as a kid, and I just thought it was like the theme song of Starbucks. I had no idea what it was.
No, it was nasty.
Yeah,
No, it was a horror song
yeah.
that we were listening to at like middle school dances.
Moulin Rouge. Moulin Rouge.
More like Moulin Rouge.
Moulin Rude. That's what I call French people.
Yeah, that is true. So a parlay, it is crazy. We were at like middle school dances listening to the Moulin Rouge song.
Damn, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going
What?
to go home tonight. I'm going to watch Mulan with my eyes closed. That is an evening.
Mulan, the Disney movie?
Yeah, I've only seen it.
There's a live action one now too. I think.
I've only seen it probably once.
Yeah.
And
Oh, your eyes are back closed?
yeah, I'm trying it out again. Let's take a little break.
I don't know. It makes me feel ugly.
What?
If your eyes are closed.
Why?
I feel like you're making up this whole problem because I don't know, I look ugly or something. And you just like don't want to break my heart and be like,
No,
you're
no,
so
I'm
nasty
really-
that you make me want to throw up.
No, it's like really getting like painful in the mornings. I'm gonna try and do this because I don't want to.
What if you just taped your eyes closed?
That is one of the solutions. If you go online, it's like use tape.
Yeah, people tape their mouths now.
Yeah, but that's the suggestion from like the medical industry is taping, and it's like, well, let me try just like acclimating my fucking eyes to being closed. You know,
Well, yeah.
because they're not closed. They spend most of their time
naturally open.
Yeah,
Maybe.
right. It could
Yeah.
just be like weakness. Because half the reason, some of the people that get this shit, it's from like nerve damage.
Really? From what?
I don't know, like a stroke or something, or Bell's palsy.
Oh no.
So yeah, if you just train.
You've had this your whole life?
I think it started in adulthood. I would just I don't know what caused it, but
Okay, so a parlay is where you take a bet, right, and you
Uh-huh.
combine it with other bets. So you say, I need this quarterback to get over 300 yards. I need this team to win by over 6 points. I need this, this, and this. And when you combine the bets, then the odds get bigger and bigger. But let's say you have a parlay.
Does this look like I'm closing them really hard?
Yeah, it does.
But am I like squeeze? It's not like that. It's
No.
like I'm trying to do like
They do look like weird.
I'm trying to do my.
Honestly, your eyes do look weird.
What do you mean?
I don't know, there's something weird looking about them. I
What
mean,
can
maybe
you-
I just never look at people's closed eyes, but it looks weird.
Like what?
I guess it's like you're straining, right? So if you're like sleeping normally, it doesn't look restful. Show me a restful eye.
This is
close.
restful. That's not
They're
straining.
much more oval than. Your eyelids are quite small, actually.
Well, I'm part Chinese.
You don't have the epicanthic folds.
No, I don't.
You know you can go to Korea.
Maybe my
and get
eyelids
those-
are small because they're fucking weak, and I need to build up the eyelid muscles.
Yeah, they look like mouths, kind of a little bit.
Close your eyes. Yeah, I guess yours look like mouths too. Now that I think about it.
Brother, I spent a lot of time with these closed. You know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so if you combine, so let's say you have a parlay going, it's college football Saturday, right? You hit the first two bets. You got three more bets that haven't been decided yet.
And you're
like-
doing all of this at mybookie.ag.
and you're doing this at mybookie.ag, and you're like, you know what? I don't want to let it ride on these next three bets. It's too much of a risk. I already hit these first two. So what they let you do is you cash out at a lower figure than if you let all five of them run and you won all five. So you can cash out early and use those funds on another bet. So that's what they're offering now, which is a new feature.
Sorry, I was doing another rep. 20 seconds.
I got you. You can use the early cash outs as a tool to stay in control of the action at MyBookie. To get started, go to mybookie.ag now and register for a free account. When you're ready to make your first deposit, just use promo code TAFS to grab your welcome bonus on the house. That's promo code TAFS to claim the deposit bonus, and for a limited time, free chip to use at MyBookie Casino. So you can bet anything, anytime, anywhere, only with MyBookie. Okay? So, so once again, let's say 3 legs of your 4-leg parlay have hit, cash out for an immediate profit. Your team's down bad and you just don't know there's no chance of a comeback, cash out to grab what you can and bet on something else. Your fighter taking too much damage in the first round, cash out and throw it on the over-under. So guys, you can do all of this at mybookie.ag. A great website. And we'll see you at the casino. All right, Nick.
Yeah, mybookie.ag. Use promo code TAFS. So there are blinking exercises.
What
Here's what you
do?
can bet on at mybookie.ag. Will I cure my fucking
Eyes.
my eyes,
Yeah.
my morning eye sickness? I really am gonna do this, dude.
Yeah.
80 grams of whey protein.
You know what's a really good song?
What?
That Billy Joel song.
The eye doctor?
No, Eyes.
You
Or not Billy Joel. Billy Idol.
You put up the chart and eyes without a face.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Coming in and out of the elevator and sounding like this. It just stinks. Just fucking halitosis coming from the
I don't
worst
have
thing.
stinky breath, dude. Stop it with
The
that.
worst thing you've ever
Stop
heard in your
it with
life.
my stinky breath.
Yeah.
Your
Your blink rate naturally decreases with sustained visual activity. For example, if you spend a lot of time on the computer or other digital media doing close-up work, you probably have a decreased blink rate and might want to post a copy. Blinking exercises nearby as a reminder. So I probably fucked up my blink rate by doing. I notice this too. Like if I'm like working on some kind of task, if I'm fixing something
Yeah.
or making something, I'll Well, you don't care?
No. I'm thinking about blinking now. And then the next thing I thought was you got to keep that sunglasses on. Because if you're trying to work on your blink rate, then people are going to think you're like being bashful.
Oh yeah, and they
They'll be
might
like-
fuck me in the bathroom.
Yeah, they'll be like, oh, you're trying to fuck them. And
Yeah,
you're like,
some
no, I'm
French
working on
guy, French guy being like, "Hey, les yeux sont visage."
And you're like, and then he doesn't know that you're exercising your blink rate. Mm-hmm. And then he's going to try to fuck you. The Jusson
Well, so Ginsburg is
in the
sending me
bathroom.
this, just moist heat eye compresses, but this is all like palliative bullshit. We're talking about active recovery, supple leopard, you know? Now something was weird going on in your eye. No, I think it's just a reflection from one of the lights. But anyways, yeah, I probably just fucked up my blink rate, and now I gotta exercise my eyes. They probably atrophied.
It's cool actually blinking a lot. It looks
Honestly, just doing that, now my eyes feel a lot better.
like this.
No, they
Oh,
feel like
resting your eyes.
moisturized and shit. I
Yeah.
feel, yeah.
Why don't you just use eye drops?
Because again, I want to repair.
You want to push it back. You
I'm
don't
gonna
want to
drink.
just.
I'm gonna drink more water. I'm gonna do my blinking exercises, and I'm gonna start there.
You got to keep the
Look,
sunglasses on.
my blood pressure, like I said, it was bad, and then I fixed it by eating probably a pound of beets a day, every single day.
Yeah.
And then I became disgusted with the taste, and I couldn't sustain that.
And then you had red shit leaking out of your ass.
Yeah. Well, actually, you kind of adjust. Eventually, that just stops.
Really?
Yeah. And then, yeah, then it got bad again.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I'm gearing up to start eating beets soon. Soon.
Once you're done with your eyes.
And you can bet on that at
mybookie.ag.
mybookie.ag.
Promo code TAFS.
I also got this out. I got an app to quit vaping, too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's cool. Every time I puff, I log it. And then,
What flavor is that?
I don't know, cranberry grape. And then
Sounds good.
average it out over 3 days. I'll take 3 days, I'll vape as much as I want.
Yeah.
And then log it. And then I know, like, okay, well, this is the average. And then you can put a little plan together and kind of taper off.
These have all started tasting very chemical-y to me.
Yeah, that's probably phase 3 of Operation China Take Over America. Number 1, ruin people's eyelids.
They have done that.
Yeah, number 2.
Their hating asses have done that.
Yeah, right.
What about a sketch where a doctor tells you, it's not really a sketch, it's just a kind of a rude thing that you could do. A doctor tells you to tape your eyes, and then you come in and you've taped them Chinese style.
Yeah, right.
And you're like, doctor, I'm still
I was
sleeping.
trying to cure my open eyes.
I'm trying to cure my sleeping thing, and
Yeah.
you're making me do this racism.
Yeah.
People
So
are mad at me on the train that
very-
you're making me tape my eyes racistly.
Very curb your enthusiasm.
I told you that that Maya was in that fashion.
Have you know they have like a Bollywood
Runway
version
thing.
of curb?
What?
You know they have a Bollywood version of curb?
Really?
Yeah.
Who's the guy?
I don't know. It's,
Is he funny?
yeah, it's pretty funny.
Is funny?
Yeah, it's called Turd Your Enthusiasm.
I didn't know that's what the name was.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I can't. Is the guy just a piece of poo? I was
Huh?
having a dinner with my girlfriend's family. And something you said popped into my mind, and I started laughing. And then they said, "What are you laughing at?" And I couldn't say what it was, but it was,
What was it?
you going to the movies and buying an extra seat for your turd.
Going to the what?
Go to the movies and buy an extra seat for your turd.
I don't remember saying that.
I think you said that once, and for some reason it came into my mind. And I started laughing. I was like, "Oh, nothing." Something Nick said once.
This is a seat for my feces.
Yeah, this is a seat for my poop. 35, 36 years old.
Yeah.
Laughing.
It is funny that they make obese people buy an extra seat on the airplane. And then they get online, they get mad about it, and they say, "How in 2023? Why can't we have airplanes with
Obese
bigger seats?"
Well, they do have them. They're in first class.
And it's like, yeah, I mean, basically.
Yeah.
If they had obese seats on airplanes, I would every single time buy the obese seat.
Of course.
Yeah, you would never. There would be no chance you would be getting those seats before me.
Yeah.
I would put in my weight.
There'd be a cell phone video.
485 pounds. Yeah. And I was like, what? I bought the tickets 3 months ago. This is a big vacation. I wanted to be in shape for the vacation. I'm supposed to change the seats because I changed my life. I was too busy changing my life to change the seats.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I had gastric bypass.
Yeah.
I'm
If you'd
working
like,
out.
you can be down in cargo with the dogs and cats.
We can put you to sleep.
Yeah.
Have you in
We
cargo.
can put you in a big crate filled with packing
We
peanuts.
shoot you with a trank gun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. My wife's so big, it takes 2 dogs.
But do you think the planes are bad? And I've read that if you're obese, if you take a hot air balloon, they make you ride in the balloon.
Do they?
Yeah, you're not allowed in the basket part.
I can't believe that.
Yeah, they have a separate compartment up there that's filled
You know
with
what it's filled with? Hot
peeps.
air. No, hot air.
Oh, okay.
Peeps.
Peeps, the marshmallow. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's smart. Because they like it.
Yeah.
'Cause they're fat.
Final episode of John Wilson aired. I watched it.
Was it good?
I think it's
a great
It's
show.
almost the way yes, it was good, but the way it comes together is like almost like I was like, there's no way this happened.
You think it's fake
Not
as
to
fuck?
say it's contrivance.
You
but
calling it out.
It's almost too it's too much of the ideal. It's crazy. It starts off and it's like
Every finale I've seen on that show has been like a bigger project.
yeah, he's like, so
The one with COVID starting.
You haven't
is
been in a
really-
relationship for a while, so you decide maybe you'll look at pornography on the computer.
Mm-hmm.
But regular pornography never really did it for you.
and then there's like a Puerto Rican guy yelling at his wife on the street.
So you think about things in life that you've really enjoyed. And most of those things are from childhood. So decide maybe you'll download child pornography.
He did that.
And and the screen's censored. And then the FBI comes to his house and they're like, yeah, this is just like a routine check. And he's like,
So the FBI coming had nothing to do with pornography, but I decided that I would become an FBI agent.
and then he goes and he becomes an FBI agent. And the first thing he's assigned is they're like,
The child pornography unit.
And then they want you to work out Hunter Biden's laptop.
that's not what he sounds like anymore.
Hunter Biden's son.
it's
Now he
crazy.
sounds like a
he
meatwad.
loses a package.
Yeah.
Right? His package doesn't get delivered. He orders like an ET figurine. The package doesn't get delivered. He's lost his package. So he's looking for it. And then somebody gets into like organ donation and then shipping organs and meets like a guy who sells organs and ships them.
Wow.
And then they're shipping an organ to Arizona. So he goes to Arizona with an organ that's being shipped. And there they have this giant organ pizza restaurant. And he's at the organ-themed pizza restaurant. And he meets this guy with this bizarre body, this like worm man. And he asks that guy, "Are you an organ donor?" And he goes, "Oh no, because I'm with Alcor, which is an organization where people like cryogenically freeze their bodies after they die."
Yeah.
And so then he follows this old guy to Alcor to go to this thing because he's not an organ donor. So he goes to this conference for Alcor. The guy's planning the 50th anniversary of Alcor. And then he talks to this old guy more, and the old guy eventually explains that he didn't have kids because he cut his own balls and penis off with a razor blade when he was a teenager. And then it ties the whole thing together where it's, missing package. Well, some people...
Missing organ.
Yeah, well, missing, they got rid of it.
Yeah, yeah.
But, the way it kind of comes together, I'm like, no way, But the show's very good in that regard,
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
crazy, yeah.
Shout out to our friend Leia.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Connor O'Malley worked on that show too.
Yeah.
Shout out to both of them.
Yeah, it's a good show.
So you decide to cut your own penis and balls off.
You think that, how like in Catch Me If You Can, he was so good at like forging checks that he got hired by the FBI to teach them how to forge checks?
Yes.
You think there's a child pornography version of that?
The classic open mic joke that
Yeah.
everyone has made ever.
Did they answer it at the...
Yes, Adam. Damn, I have to piss real bad. Sorry. If I seem irritable, it's because I drank too much.
I know everyone's made that joke, but do you think
I've drank too much water again.
you can get too good at
At what? At pissing?
pissing?
Yeah,
Or
probably.
you get hired by the FBI?
That's the other thing too. I'm gonna keep
be a
my eyes
piss
closed
investigator?
as hard as I can and piss as hard as I can. And I'm gonna work on the two. I'm gonna be the blind pisser.
Yeah. Is there a way to work on your stream? Because
I'm
my
gonna-
stream used to be blasting, and now my stream is like not. I've noticed.
But you force
Later in life.
You try to piss as loud as possible. That's like a thing you do.
I used to pride myself on taking loud pisses.
Yeah, but you would make an effort. You would go into.
Yeah, and I make also with my mouth noises too. No, where I'm like, oh fuck yeah,
Yeah.
oh fuck yeah.
Yeah. No, I usually wait to piss until you know how like sometimes you wait to piss so long that it's hard to piss.
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually wait that long and then I'm like,
No, you can give yourself an infection that way.
well, that's what I'm trying to do. It's about strength. I'm part of the fitness influencer community.
Yeah.
My thing is pissing and blinking.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, I have to work the muscles that hold it.
Piss suppression and blink.
And then blinking as hard as I can. Open my eyes as wide as I can. Close them as hard as I can. Hold the piss in until I have an infection. Piss as hard as I can. And then through that process, I will be the new Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can go to like talk to men about this and
He's in trouble again now, right? They found out he's abducted even more children.
really.
Which is not surprising because there was always something about him that reminded me of E.T.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Maybe it was his weird speech patterns or something. But I was like, this guy's an alien that wants to have sex with children.
Well, the speech patterns make me feel like he's running. Like, I guess Musk has that too.
Yeah.
Where it's like if you're not like dislocated from like a national identity, then you're really there's something you're running away from. Mm-hmm. You know, I think that like
Go on. Why don't you expand that idea as an original Adam Friedland thought? Why don't you continue down that? Oh, now you're stealing opening your eyes too. You should have an influencer channel about how to steal. The Thief. The Night of 1,000 Thieves.
yeah, but
Damn, I can't wait to
if
watch
you get
Milan.
caught stealing, then you're not very good at stealing.
Yeah. Anyways, we keep talking because I have to piss really fucking bad.
Are you gonna go pee?
Only if you can get some je ne sais quoi, some steam.
Okay, all right. Wait,
You know what I'm gonna
did Tate
do? I'm
actually?
gonna work my pissing muscles hard enough that eventually I can piss steam.
Really?
And then when they
Hot.
finally bring Burning Man back, guess who's showing up with goggles on and a fucking steam powered,
Yeah.
you know. I'll put a little whistle on the top of it.
Was there's a disease outbreak at Burning Man and it's freezing?
It looks like Burning Man is just muddy, and then people are like, that's what you get for going to fucking Burning Man.
Yeah, yeah.
I hope you die.
Yeah.
I hope everyone at Burning Man fucking dies
Yeah.
from having the audacity to do anything, to be enthusiastic about anything.
Having a hobby.
Liking something.
Liking
That's
something.
what you get. Now you deserve to die because
They like something that's not cool.
because of climate change, because of you should be at home getting mad about politics on the internet.
People really just
Instead of whatever, yeah, just the vindictive anti-Burning Man posts. Like, yeah, Burning Man's lame, but
it's not cool. I'm not going.
I mean,
But if someone wants to go, they should go.
no, it's because it got primed by the Fire Festival.
Yeah.
Yeah, and people are like, good. It's good that these people died.
Did
Or
they
got
die
a
at
bad
that?
sandwich. I don't know what the fuck.
Someone died at Burning Man this year or no?
I think they're getting Ebola or something.
Ebola.
Yeah, something.
There's a full outbreak of
There's
Ebola.
an Ebola outbreak.
But doesn't that have to come from somewhere? Like, don't you get it?
Africa.
You have sex with a monkey?
No. Which I don't even, is that even true?
I don't think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
made
think it
up.
was. Yeah.
Clever on the part of the
You remember
CIA.
the New York City got Ebola. We had a guy go bowling.
Yeah, right. That doctor.
The doctor came back and they went bowling.
and threw up all over the train.
And he started throwing. Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But Ebola couldn't make it here, huh?
yeah. No,
Not
I'm
like
gonna,
us.
I'm gonna figure out how to tense and release my pissing muscles so fast, like a cricket,
Yeah.
that I could heat up the piss. Yeah, and just piss steam.
Yeah, piss like someone like the letter F. Like,
Yeah, and then the steam I'll capture and it'll go into like a jetpack.
oh, you can make power from steam.
Yeah,
It's like a geothermal power.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. And
Oh yeah.
that's how we solve climate change is steam piss.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pitch that.
And do you have like goggles, like H.G. Wells style?
That's what I said. Goggles, top hat.
Okay.
Goggles on my face, top hat, goggles on the top hat.
Yeah. Well, that's cool style. That's cool style.
Well,
Scarf.
yeah.
Yeah, like a long scarf going one way.
Steampunk diaper, just brass diaper.
Brass.
With
Yeah,
a
yeah.
counter on the front to tell you how much steam has
Yeah.
been produced. All right, I really gotta fucking piss. I'm sorry.
All right, man.
I'm sorry. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'll be right back after.
How long have we been doing?
50 minutes, but I'll piss and we'll do an extra whatever.
Okay. We could just cut. I mean, we can cut.
We can't cut.
Why can't we cut? Is he still mic'd, Ginsburg?
Yeah.
No, he's not mic'd. He left his pack here. Because it would be funny if we could hear him pissing in the back, you know?
I think we've caught you pissing on Mike before.
You caught me pissing? How'd the stream sound?
Great. It was at the tail end of an episode.
Where I had to pee?
Yeah.
I always have to pee.
I got to pee for the last 52 minutes.
You've had to pee for 52 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Princess Nick gets to pee, not us.
I was just going to suggest you go behind the stage.
We should get like a little urinal behind this pony wall. So we could, like, it would be cool, like, and then, guys, this is for the people watching the podcast. I know that it's hard for you. Some of you are like, I don't want to watch my podcast. But Ginsburg, follow me here. If we had a pisser right here, a urinal right here,
Yeah.
all right, that would be full privacy. Our dicks would be completely. Are you getting any dick here? I'm gonna take my pants off.
Yeah, you're good right there.
All right. So my pants are fully down right now, and my penis is out,
Yeah, I mean, you're
and the camera's not seeing this.
camera's not seeing it.
And then, and I'd be like this. I would do it like this. You know how I piss? I piss like I'm a vice cop,
Okay.
and I just saw my partner die that day. Yeah, that's how I piss. I piss like, oh my God, you don't know what I've been through. Oh, the city is a disease. Oh, I lost my fucking partner today. He died in my arms. He was 1 week away from his pension. The amount we give the force, we don't get shit back. Then a shit job, a shit alimony payment that's due every month, and the goddamn scum that I have to wash off my skin. Hey, dude. You're doing the blind thing again?
I just wanted to see. I came back from the bathroom this way.
Well, I'm doing a pee thing right now. You're rudely interrupted.
What pee thing?
Well, I was thinking maybe we get a urinal installed right there. We get a urinal installed right there. Nick, just sit down on the chair. You know how chairs work. Just hold the mic like you're one of those TikTok kids.
I'm not one of those TikTok kids, Adam. Unlike you, I choose to embrace the aging process.
What do you mean? I can't make my face look older.
It's not about making your face look older. It's you know, you're just you know, addicted to this idea that you're going to be hip and cool forever.
I think that's cap.
Whereas me, I've seen people aren't even saying that anymore.
You're capping?
Yeah, you're getting worse at it. You're getting worse at it. You know what I did? I watched Romy and Michelle's high school reunion last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what were you doing? Scrolling through TikTok, being like, damn, this is noodles.
No, I was with my girlfriend's family.
This is the one of some of the noodle. This
And
is
then I watched the U.S. Open.
this is giving. I saw there's like a Plan B.
Yeah, it's giving cunt.
Yeah, it's no the Plan B advertisements say it's giving. I got this.
What does that mean?
I have no idea, but just it's like
I feel like advertising copywriters are literally at this point smoking bath salts.
I mean they're just
They're on like
you just take things from TikTok.
They're
and,
doing, or maybe it's just like a some sort of Chinese algorithm.
Well, it should. That's the job that should be replaced.
Do you remember
with
when we were in
with
Toronto?
AI? If you're an advertising copywriter, you should be slowly pushed into one of those big industrial grinding machines that they throw dead cows.
Do you remember
in.
when we were in Toronto and we walked past that store that said, "Our milkshakes bring all the genders to the yard"? Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
But I was like, what is that even, like, what? That has to be some sort of computer.
That's the other thing. I
a
don't
computer
understand.
made that up, not a person.
Because I would think instinctually, like if I were gay, which I'm definitely not.
Yeah, he's not. He's not at all.
But if I was, I
Yeah.
would feel like I wouldn't like. I would see Chase Bank with a rainbow flag, and I would be like, "Come on, what
Yeah.
the fuck is this? Shut up!" But apparently, because I remember when I was like, I don't know, it was like 2014 or something. I remember online, like, remember Tostinos, the like taquitos company. Mm-hmm. They had an advertisement that was like gender roles crossed off, and it said pizza rolls.
That's funny.
And I'm like, what, from this fucking company? I would assume that people. I thought that was going to backfire. I remember seeing that, thinking
You're like,
people
this
would,
can't work.
yeah, thinking that people would just be insulted and
Yeah.
be like, shut up.
That makes more sense than most of the inclusivity adverts we see nowadays.
Right, but I would think people would be more.
You have two different types of roll.
would be
okay.
more cynical about it. But then I was seeing the responses, people literally saying, just like women being like, well, I know what I'm having for dinner tonight. And I'm
Yeah.
like, are these real people?
Crap. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
I'm eating crap.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, it's crazy to me that shit actually works.
Mm-hmm.
That there's, because I mean, otherwise, why would they do it? But yeah, there's somebody that's like walking past that place and they're like, well, I'm gay. I better get a milkshake.
Yeah.
I gotta make sure. Now I didn't want a milkshake, but now
Yeah.
that I know that this is a gay milkshake.
I don't fit into a gender binary.
Yeah, right.
It's time to drink these milkshakes.
right, yeah. Something like that.
Because that's a song by Khalees that is 20 years old probably at this point.
Yeah.
The milkshake bring all the boys to the yard.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I try to avoid complaining about any of that stuff because it seems like,
It seems like Tucker to do it.
Well,
Yeah.
it seems like Tucker because like the people who it's targeting cynically seem to enjoy it. So if that's the case, fine, fuck it.
Yeah, it's like Burning Man for them.
Right? Yeah. Please
It's lame, but
bring us more like what is it?
Yeah.
What is it called? Like what do they call it? Like Raytheon style feminism. What do they call it when like they be like, oh, we've got a pink Tomahawk cruise missile. That kind of shit.
Yeah.
That works somehow. So
Somehow that works on people.
all right, then I won't
Yeah.
complain about it.
But does it actually drive business? I think you have a couple fat ladies on Twitter that are like, thank you. But I don't think it's actually
I think it's the opposite.
It's backfiring on Target.
You have a couple of fat ladies that recognize it as being as cynical of a ploy as it is. And then those people you're kind of already friends with,
Oh, okay.
And then the vast majority of people are like good. Like, I mean, there has to be a reason they do it, Like
Yeah,
the Cheerios commercials that conservatives complain about, it has to work, otherwise they wouldn't be doing it.
But I don't understand how conservatives pick and choose, because maybe it's the commercials that play up here in Yankee country. But I feel like every ad now is just like an Asian guy and his black husband, and they're like, they're trying to find the right small business loan.
It's crazy because people say that, and it's like I also don't understand what their exposure to advertisements is because I have cable. I've
been watching on TV. I was watching U.S. Open this weekend.
I have cable. I watch
Yeah.
cable at home. 95% of the ads I see are for plaque psoriasis or prescription medications.
Well, yeah, you're watching in the middle of the day, and that's
I'm
for
watching it
for
all day long
Old
with my
people.
eyes closed.
You watch old people channels.
I do. Yeah.
I watch sports predominantly, and yeah, there was like a McDonald's commercial where it was like an elderly gay couple, one's white, one's black, and then they're like,
You should come over. We
They
should
wanna,
do
like,
we
eat
should
the
do
last nugget.
a pay-per-view at my apartment. Now that I have cable, I got cable. The whole thing. Oh, we're gonna have a casserole.
yeah.
Come over.
Well, we didn't watch that fight last weekend or a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, because you went to the Hamptons.
No, I watched it at home. I asked you, and you said I have too much work this weekend. You
No,
said,
you
I have to
asked
clean
me to
my
come over to
apartment.
your place. I said, come.
Terrence Crawford. It was the best fight I've ever seen. It was amazing. He absolutely
Well,
killed
my
that
apartment
guy.
is clean now. I do have to put my gym bag in the laundry because that stinks.
Yeah.
And it
Okay.
sucks because it doesn't stink from going to the gym. It stinks because I was putting dirty clothes in there.
Right.
Because I was like, well, it's a gym bag.
Well, just tell them that they have to clean the gym bag too.
I just want the people at the laundromat to think that I'm exercising.
Working out.
Yeah,
So you go steal sweaty clothes out of a gym locker room.
I do.
At a gymnasium locker room.
Look, I don't like to admit it publicly, but I am addicted to dirty socks.
You are.
Yeah.
Is it fetishistic or is it like there's no sexual aspect to it? It's just
You know what I did just
It's
remember?
food
You know what's been
food.
stressing me out? I have a little bit of anxiety. I lost both of my Swiss Army knives.
oh,
I can't find them. I have no idea where they are.
Oh.
Did I bring them to the office?
maybe.
They might be in here
I think
somewhere.
they might. I think there might be one on one of the shelves.
Really?
I think so.
Well, then if there's one here, then
A
there's
red one?
Yeah. A red
I
and a black
remember
one.
seeing something.
Because I
Maybe
was
I'm wrong.
remember we did the special in Denver. I was
Yeah.
like, my reward to myself is I'm going to go buy a new Swiss Army knife.
But now you realize you lost two, and you're like,
Yeah.
I don't even deserve a new one.
Yeah, the special is.
I'm a bad guy. The
I
special
shouldn't
is
even
bad.
recorded it.
You're gay.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I mean, I think that you should just treat yourself, dude. Whatever. Are you gonna get one of those big fuckers?
No, those are ridiculous.
Those are insane.
Yeah, they have one that's the size of a fucking wallet.
Yeah.
You know, but no, they have specialized ones. So I mean, really, it's crazy because I got one as a gift years ago. I was like, oh, thanks. I thought it was like it was like a, you know, this was just on the rack at Macy's, you know,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, oh, thanks. And then it ended up being like the best gift anyone has ever gotten me
Uh-huh.
because you end up if
We
you
went to the flagship, you and I.
having a
remember.
knife on you is like you use it for everything. Now I don't know how to open mail anymore. I've like torn checks in half because I just can't remember how to open an envelope.
So you need the.
Yeah, you just put a knife in there, boop, open, pop it open.
Yeah.
Yeah, opening my mail, cutting myself.
You cut.
Yeah, no, you use a lot of things. There's some of them got a little screwdriver on there. When I tried to get FiOS in my apartment, you know, because we live in Brooklyn, all the buildings were built, all the blocks were built like before public utilities were even really a fucking thing. So they're all in Bed-Stuy, at least closed blocks. So there's a row of houses on one street, a row of houses on another street, and then on the avenues, there's another row of houses. So you have this whole courtyard area that's just all backyards that there's no real access to. So it's shitty. So I was trying to get FiOS. They wouldn't come out because it's hard to get somebody back there, but then there's also these fucking branches. With a Swiss Army knife, I cleared like an entire tree. I took all the branches off, just sawing it, climbed up the tree, and I sawed all the branches off the tree. And then I
Just
left,
with a Swiss Army.
and then I left them in the downstairs
with the
neighbor's
tooth,
backyard.
The tooth
Yeah,
saw thing.
yeah, the two saw.
And it held up to the task.
Yeah, it's all fucking just, you know.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, dude.
That's
They're-
not
I mean,
bad.
I'm telling you, if I didn't have the knife, couldn't have been done. I wouldn't
Yeah.
have internet at my house.
You just have a saw on you at all times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, they're great.
You need that.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
ream I would use for a lot.
What's ream?
It's like there's like a little fish hook on there. There's a reamer that's got a point, and then the fish hook thing for threading things through. I've used that a lot.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wine bottle opener.
So you want to get a specialized one now?
Well, I need to find the ones I already had and assess what tasks I can accomplish with those knives.
And see which ones you use most frequently.
And then think about, well, what am I missing? And then find the knife that...
What's your dream? You haven't done the assessment yet.
Well, a dream Swiss Army knife
Let's see it.
It's got an electric toothbrush in it.
That's not bad.
Yeah, so one. It's got obviously a knife to open my mail. Probably the saw on it also.
Yeah, the saw for the Fios trees.
The magnifying glass I always think I'm going to use to start a campfire, but I'm never in the woods, so I don't really need that. Yeah, some kind of like pin for resetting like electrical.
Yeah, your phone with
Resetting stuff, the SIM card thing.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
That's smart.
Yeah, one of those. That would be some kind of pin on there. They all have the tweezers and the toothpick, so you don't have to worry about that. That's always on there. I don't really trim my nails. I just chew them off, so I don't need that. A metal file would be good. Not just like they have like a shitty file, but one that has like a little more bite
Grit?
to it. For filing metal, that would be good. Honestly, I said toothbrush, and that was a joke, but like a steel wire brush for like polishing things, that would be good.
Philip said?
I was gonna say that the hook is perfect for if your shoelaces are fucked up
Yeah.
on the tip, you need to get them back through the eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're good for that.
Yeah, you get the hook.
Yeah, the hook.
That's good.
Yeah, no, I mean it's good. Yeah.
What about a Philip said?
Philip said they're on there, but honestly, if Philip said with a number 1 and a number 2,
What's the difference?
well, number 1's smaller. It's for like taking the screws out of the back of a food scale.
Yeah.
Or eyeglass repair.
Eyeglasses, yeah. These are number ones.
Those are probably even smaller than that.
They're
honestly.
tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else? I mean, there's a lot of stuff. I used. Wait, hold on. No, I didn't. I used a drill bit to get the. If I had the Swiss Army knife when I had to modify that costume to get the lav through, I could have used it for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of things you can use them for. But I'm excited now. I had no idea that might be in the office.
Yeah.
So I got to look. Yeah.
We can take a look for it right now.
Yeah, we will. I got to head home soon.
I have to too.
Yeah. What do you got to do? Walk your dog?
I have to walk my dog.
I have to go out of town for. Oh,
When?
you're gonna be gone too. I need somebody to check in on the cat.
I'm going to be gone. But we have to shoot that last part this week.
If there's time, yeah.
We have to shoot this.
Because you're going
have
to
to.
Greece for 3 weeks. We got to.
I'm not going for 3 weeks. I'm going for a week and a half.
You planned a 6-week vacation to
Nick,
Greece.
we have to finish this fucking thing. It's driving me nuts. We're going to finish it this week, guys.
Okay.
We are. Tomorrow.
Stay tuned again one last time. I will be in Boston at the Wilbur Theater. And then I gotta over the next week start doing some spots at the stand so I can start generating at least some new material. I need at least one new bit before this weekend.
Fantastic.
I gotta find something new to close on. That's where you start. You always start with a new closer, and then from there,
We do like a memento style.
yeah, sort of build new hour. But I gotta have something along those lines in the bag. And then, I'll be at Boston Wilbur Theater the 15th and the 16th. I think the 15th is sold out. The 16th, I had thought nobody was buying tickets, but I was looking at the same email from 3 months ago over and over again.
So it's sold quite nicely?
It's okay. It's at like 75, 80% now.
Oh,
but
you're
yeah,
great.
please,
you're golden.
Please come out. There's a couple tickets left. It'll be fun. Nice little weekend. I'll probably go see, I got a text from Rochefort. Have another...
Over in Providence.
Yeah. He'll
Beautiful.
come out. Maybe have a nice lunch with him. I am to understand that they have wrapped on World Peace 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah, Bobby told me that. I don't know if they have. I just know he's home. He's building a comedy club now in Oregon.
Bobby is.
Yes.
Oh, shout out to Bobby.
His friend is. He's there doing like the manual labor on it.
Anyway, guys, shout out to Bobby. That should be it for us. We'll be back on Wednesday. Stay tuned. Be healthy. Be happy.
Thanks,
Take care of
guys.
yourselves.
Keep blinking.
Close your eyes. Keep blinking. Turn
keep
off your
pissing.
damn screen.
Remember to piss and
Piss
blink.
hot, extra hot.
Hot piss. All right, good night.
Remember to piss extra steamy.
Good night, folks.
Bye, guys. All right, you want to take a look at Ginsburg? Where he's at, and just give him some...